Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a page in this beautiful book here, Intricate Ink Animals in Detail by Tim Jeffs. And I picked out a picture here. We're going to do the whale here. And we're on page 18, so if we want to go back in here, we can get to the page here, and at page 18 is the Humpback Whale. So this is the one I picked out. Next to me over here on the side, I've pulled out a lot of distress inks in the kind of blue and green tones here. So he's underwater and we want to kind of give him a really pretty look here. I got to move some stuff up here on the top of my desk. And I might have to get a clip to hold this book down, I think. But we're going to ink him up and see how we do here. But I do think I'm going to have to get a paper clip and tip that down. So we'll have to hold on for just a moment. Okay, so we got a clip up on the top of the page there. So those are all connected. So I won't have it falling over here. Now I just have a whole bunch of, like I said, Tim Holtz inks in blues, kind of greens, all sorts of different shades here. So I'm going to use one of these big ones and these little, they're called mini detail, little cat hairs all over everything, mini detail blending tools here, and this is just called a mini blending tool. These are Ranger. If you're looking them up, I'll try to remember to leave a link down below there. They're called the Ranger mini detail blending sticks or tools. This one's just called a Tim Holtz blender. You can also get scrapbook.com blender tops. They're the same. I mean, they're exactly the same thing. They also have the hook and loop Velcro pieces on it, and you can put all your Tim Holtz stuff on here. I also have some new mini domed ink blending foams that are a round shape. The scrapbook.com one does come with the dome ones that are really hard. Let me see if I can find one. Yeah. So this is theirs, and I didn't use this very much, but if you notice, it's already falling apart here, but they're really stiff. And so I was going to try one of these out and see how they do. They are supposed to be the same foam as these little guys here, and I can tell already this is a lot softer than this one. So it feels the same, but it's not edged, so it's a round dome. So we're gonna put one of those on and try that out. They fit right on there perfectly. And yeah, if you have the round dome ones here, you will definitely notice a difference on there. It just feels a lot softer. I wonder if I have a domed one that doesn't have any ink on it. I was just going to quickly look around in here, and I think they all have ink. But see how soft and cushy that is. And this is a stiffer, doesn't really move quite as good. I'm just making a mess out of my fingernails too, sorry. I just put a little coat on there. But it's not, it kind of sticks. And this one's going to move really softly. Okay, let's see if I can't fix that a little bit. Hold on a minute. Okay, so we're going to try that one out, see how it works, do the sticks, and do the flat one for doing stuff there. We're going to move those out of the way. Get that out of the way. might use that one, so we'll just stick it on there. Boom. Okay, so humpback whale. Like I said, we're underwater. It's kind of black. I don't know if I can ink over the black part. We're going to try a little bit. We're going to work with our lightest color or brightest, I guess brightest, lightest. I have these little guys. So this is Evergreen Bow, which is a green color. This is Speckled Egg, a very light blue. Peacock Feathers, which is a brighter blue. I have a salvaged patina, which is kind of a bluish green color, which I thought might be really good in there. Then I have the dark green, or blues, sorry. Salty Ocean, Broken China, and Faded Jeans. So we will see which ones we use here. We'll get those out of the way first, and then which one of these we're going to like the best on the lightest areas. I'm going to start off with this one here, or this one, I'm not sure. Well, we're just going to jump in and we're just going to try this one. I'm going to use the round one. You will ink that up just the same as you would ink any of the other ones up, and get a scratch piece of paper out. I wonder if I can do that. Do we have one just laying around in here? I hope. Well, it's not quite one. Just get one of these. It's an index card. We want to make sure it's worked in to the pad. Okay, nice and bright. That'll work. Okay, we're going to add some of this, like on the lightest areas. Nice squeaky sound of his fins. Some up here on his tum-tum. Going up here. That is really squeaky. Okay, on his tail. And right up in here somewhere. And since we have like ripples, we're just going to add a little of it in there. Maybe a touch around his nose. Okay? So that was the salvaged patina. Then we're going to go in with a little bit darker color. I don't think speckled eggs is even going to show up, but we will try it. I have the little ink pad on the back. Squish it in, pull it out, and we will see. I'll get my little card here. Let's see, that's a really light color that probably will just blend right in with the grays. But we'll throw a little around his eye. Take a little down here on his fin. There. Not much, but these colors will dry lighter. You put them down kind of dark and then lighten up, so the lightest color probably is not going to shine through too much. Let's try some Peacock Feathers here. Show you what that looks like. Let's see. That's not much difference, so I think we'll skip that color. It's really kind of the same. Okay. What do we have here? Evergreen Bow. Let's see what color this one is. That might be just a bit too green. I think I want to keep him in the brown or blue zones, so I'm going to skip that one. Put that over there. We're going to do some detail work with the blues. So we already used that one. So we have that blue. That's going to be too close. So it's the darker blues we're going to go for. Broken China. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take the little detail stick, ink it up, and then just kind of use it on the side and bring some of that shadow work in. Still going to be blue, but it's going to be a little darker. They have these little kind of, what did I call them before? Like the ripples in the water coming down, and we're going to darken those up. Keep them showing in there. So just go over those. We'll probably go over them again with the faded jeans. Darken this area here. Darken under his fin here. Kind of go down or across here. We'll move that. Okay, dark under his tummy here. Dark under his tail here. Okay. Then we'll get into the faded jeans, which is a really darker blue. Kind of do the same thing in the same areas. Darken up that. Darken up in here. Around here. Up here in his mouth area. Around his eye. And in those little ripples here. Back in his fin. Okay, and then like on the tip up here. Okay. Don't know if I can get him any darker there, but we do want to add in a little bit of gray. So I'm going to find my hickory smoke or black soot. Either one will work. Hickory smoke has got some brown in it, so we're just going to go in with the black. Find one that has some dark on it. And I mean, it's black. You can make it gray by putting less on there, but we want to darken up these dark areas. Under his mouth here. Around his eye. We're going to darken up under here a lot. He's going to have some blue on him, but he is a darker colored whale. Okay, we're going to make that a little darker in there. Then just on some of those, we're going to darken that up. So far he's looking pretty good. Gotta find the lid. Find the lid to the ink. Okay, now we're going to get out some pencils, so hold on a moment. Okay, I pulled out a bunch of blues out of the Prismas set. So we have indigo blue, cobalt turquoise powder blue, blue violet lake, china blue, periwinkle, intradone blue, and electric blue. I don't know if I'll use all these colors, but what I do use I'll hold up. I'm just going to be picking them up and seeing what works on the page. Lowered the camera. We're going to work on this little fin down here first. So we're going to pick up, let's see, the electric blue first, and we're going to kind of go in here and just add the little lines in the like valley areas of the fin here, bringing it right up into that black area. I tested out a few colors to see if I liked them, if you're wondering what those are. And just bring it up. So we're going to go around the whole thing doing that. Not putting very much pressure on this at all, just putting the color down. Now where it's darkest, we're going to bring that just kind of right over and blend it out. Staying with our blue theme. It's because his lightest spots are going to reflect what's in the water. The problem is you can't see the water. do the same to this one over here. I'll just bring that blue in to the fin here. And darken that little area up there. And anything over here. I'm going to bring some of these lines out a little more. Okay, darken that up a little and bring it right up. A little in here. And this little tail piece over on this side. Okay. Now up here on his little humps, I'm going to go in the darker area here and bring that blue down. Okay, back over here, we're going to bring that line up. Darken in here, bring that line over. Going to blend that out a little bit more. Up here in his eye. And under his mouth here. Okay, that was all done with the electric blue. If we want some highlights, we're going to bring in the powder blue and use that in the highlighted areas. Try to keep a sharp point on that so you're just getting that without taking away the lines. Because we're using the Prisma, it will go right over all the distress ink that we put down and the black on the paper too, so you want to be a little careful about that. We want to blend these in a little bit. So on the high points here, we're just going to bring that right in very gently. Just to highlight that point there. Okay. Bring it all the way in. just so you have a little bit more of a highlight area there. So you can go up this way. Try not to go outside of the lines like I just did. Okay, then like up here, we want to highlight a little bit of those. Take that up to his eye. Okay. We're going to want to do some detail on his eye. Okay, so our little mouth area here should be a little lighter. We're just going to lighten that right there. His eyelid. It's going to have some wrinkles underneath. Just going to kind of give it a little more detail here. Something like that. Okay, then we're going to lighten these areas up a little bit. I'm going to lighten up his tail back here. Just a little highlight there. Okay. We'll take this in and highlight a little of this blue that we pulled in. We can go right under it and get those lines. Just a little brighter there. So you just kind of go under the dark line that you put in. So we're going to do a little bit more of that up here. Kind of go up a little higher here. Okay. Not sure how high up those should go. But in his little barnacles, we're going to highlight. I need a sharper point for that. I'm using the powder blue like you would a white to highlight. I think the white would be just a little too harsh underneath the water here. I might add it later for just some touches. But right now we're just going to use the light blue. Just going to go around these. Kind of lighten them up a little bit. They stand upwards, so we want to make them look like they're on him, not putting holes through them. And we got little ones in here. Okay, now we'll pick another color. Since we put in highlights, we also want to put in our deep lowlights. So we're going in with some indigo blue. So where we have our lines that come up, we want to make them a little darker. And blend it in. We'll go in with a little black a little later and darken that even more. I'm going to blend it in really good here. We're just going around everywhere it's really dark. Do a little work up here at his eye too. Anybody know what color a whale's eyes are? I have no idea. So I think I'll probably just make it black. Okay, up here. Go around those little barnacles. Hope I'm staying in frame here. Okay, we're getting there. Gonna use that blue going up these lines too. Just going to use the little lines that we were given here. Not blend too much, just go over everything. Okay, and then a little work down here on his tail. Okay, I was looking for black and I don't have a black Prisma in here. It's probably in another case somewhere. So I brought out a cool gray 90%. It's going to be dark. I don't know how dark, but we're going to put that in there. Darken a little bit of that. We're going to cover up a little bit of the blue we put in here with that. Okay, we're going to darken up this part of his tail too. Still using very light pressure on these pencils. Okay, we have little spots in here. We want to keep those, so we're going to darken some of those up. And then just kind of go over them all with this gray to knock down that blue a bit, but you'll still see it. And just add in some more of those little dots. Happy little dots. Just a nice detail. Gonna put some over here. And then use that just to darken all that up again. Okay, we're going to go under his fin here. Lightly pull that out. Really dark under this part and this part. Darken up those little wrinkles a little bit just down here in this corner. Okay. I'll do his fin. Just lightly go over those lines again. Okay. We're going to go dark under here. And pull that out. I'm going to have to turn the book just a tiny bit. So I'm going in the right direction. Okay. Keep working on up. Work around his eye again. Then if you get too many lines in here, go back in with your blue and just go over them. Okay, back in with the gray. Just go over all those dark areas again. Up around his mouth. We can go over those with a little bit of an eraser too, just to keep them brighter on the top. Okay. Okay, he's looking pretty cool. Darken some of these back here. All right. Try to get this up so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, I think he's looking pretty good. I'm going to add a little bit of white around here just to accent some pieces. Make sure our pencil doesn't have any other color in it, like red or pink, purple, any other color. I just want plain white. So we're going to go and give him some highlights on just some areas. With the white. Blend it in so it doesn't look too sharp. Although we want it to look sharp, we don't want it to look really bright. Put a little more pressure on this because you're blending it into those colors. This we're trying to. Okay. I'm gonna just kind of squiggle those and make it look a little more bumpy up here. Anywhere you want it a little lighter, just very gently go over it. And I'm barely putting any pressure on this. Okay, got it on the outside. Whoops. Okay. Back in here, we kind of want to make it look lumpy too, so we're just gonna go around in it. Okay. Just kind of blend everything in. If you think you got them a little too dark, just go in with a different color. So far we've only used like 5 pencils. This is the electric blue that we first started going down. And any of those white ones that you don't like that maybe look too much like a line, just go over them. But you still get that texture, which is what I wanted. Yeah, okay, his eye needs to be black. So what black do I have? The only black I have out here is from the lightfast, so I'm going to use it. And we're just going to darken his eye here. Darken under his eye. Any place you want darker, we're just going to add black. Okay, we'll do a little of that on his tail too. And then somewhere up here on the eye, we gotta darken his area up here. Just because I want it a bit darker there. Okay, and I'm just use my finger and blend all that in. Just so it smears together. And if we want, I think we can do is add just a touch more of the white here and there. Kind of went over it a little bit. We want that to stand out there. That part of his eye, but not much of the back. And that little lip here. And the back of his tail, just want a little more white there. Have to erase a little bit of, I'm afraid of doing this. Yeah, because it'll take up some of that black on the page. Just very carefully touch it up. And then we'll give him a little Posca dot in his eye. Boom. Maybe a little one there. Yeah. I think that looks good. You could always add bubbles or something in the background, but what I like about these pages is you just fill them in and you have a beautiful black background and the animal standing out in the picture. So I'm going to call it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, if you have any questions, leave them down in the question boxes down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks guys for watching, and take care everyone. Bye now.